Budget management has a bad rep. People naturally associate it with boring spreadsheets and lengthy expense reports, and we don't blame them. But here's the truth. Mastering your budget isn't just a finance department thing anymore. It's a survival skill now. The difference between projects that thrive and the ones that spiral out is usually how well you track your money. What if we tell you, with the right setup and a little help from ClickUp, the world's first converged AI workspace, you can make budget tracking almost fun? So, grab your coffee, open ClickUp, and let's make sense of those numbers with these 7 easy steps. Before you can manage a budget, you've got to know what you're actually budgeting for. Start by building a full project plan with your team and stakeholders. Don't worry about the numbers yet. This is about getting clarity on just the scope and deliverables. This makes it easy to plan for the resources you'll need to get there. And you needn't do this from scratch either. Just ask ClickUp Brain, the world's most powerful context-aware work AI, to create and refine your project outline. No, we're not talking about a basic skeleton. Brain lets you break down every project into a step-by-step roadmap based on data from your workspace, so you can track every necessary resource accurately. Once you've got the outline, plug the details into ClickUp's project outline template for keeping a ready reference handy. Next, it's time to list out all the inputs you need to make your project a success. Time, people, tools, they all cost money. So this step is actually where your budget really starts taking shape. Start by listing what each task within your project needs. From full-time team members and freelancers to materials and training. You can use ClickUp whiteboards to brainstorm these requirements with your team and spot hidden costs before they sneak up on you as budget blowouts. Once you've got your list, you'll start spotting dependencies, like training someone before they can take on a task, or syncing timelines between vendors. This step sets you up to forecast costs realistically. You can also use ClickUp's Project Resource Matrix template to map out these resources in one place. Done listing every resource? It's time to put a price tag on each of them. There are a few ways to do this, and which one you pick depends on your setup, budget size, and data access. Option 1, top-down. You've got a fixed budget. Now see how far it can take you. Assign amounts to each deliverable, trim where needed, and make the most of what's available. Option 2, bottom-up. Add up the cost of every resource and let the total define your project budget. Option 3, analogous. Look back at similar projects. What did they actually cost? Let your current budget be based on past ones. Option 4, 3-point. Create 3 versions of your budget: best case, worst case, and the most likely scenario. Then find their average. And hey, these aren't mutually exclusive. Mix and match what works. Maybe top-down for fixed components, bottom-up for variables. Once you've run the numbers, you'll finally see how your resources translate into real costs. A pro tip for estimating human resources: use ClickUp's workload view to see who among your people is overloaded or underutilized and rebalance workloads accordingly for maximum efficiency. Once you've crunched the numbers, it's time to talk about something that every project needs: a little safety net called the contingency fund. Because no matter how airtight your plan is, projects have a funny way of surprising you. It could be anything: a freelancer charging extra, or a tool renewal you didn't see coming. Typically, 5 to 10% of your total budget goes here. You might not even need it, but knowing it's there makes managing budgets a lot less stressful. Okay, all numbers locked. Let's make things official. The official budget acts as the backbone of your project, telling stories in numbers, timelines, and responsibilities. Make sure to represent it well. Try ClickUp Docs to bring it all together. From deliverables and subtasks to costs and timelines, all of this can be secured in one editable place. Don't forget to add columns for when you plan to spend and when you actually spend. That's your live tracker for every penny. Finally, share the doc with your team for one last review. A second set of eyes today saves a lot of pain tomorrow. In case you want to see how your project's spending connects to milestones, workloads, or timelines, you can set up custom ClickUp dashboards. The only thing you need now is a green light to move ahead. So make sure, whether you're pitching to a client or submitting to your boss, tailor your ask to the audience. Highlight how your budget ties directly to project outcomes. Show what success looks like with full funding and what changes if it's reduced. Frame your proposal neatly on ClickUp Docs and assign comments to the relevant stakeholder for review. This turns comments into actionable tasks. That way, feedback doesn't just get sucked into the black hole of oblivion, it gets handled on time. This also makes it super easy to track revisions, approvals, and follow-ups, all without leaving your workspace. But wait, the job's not done yet. Once your budget is approved, you have to make sure it's kept on track. Set a regular check-in to log expenses and spot variances early. Use ClickUp custom fields to flag overruns before they snowball. Found a mismatch? Figure out why, fix the issue, and keep moving. And if things really go sideways, bring it up early in an honest conversation with the stakeholders. And that's your roadmap to smarter, smoother project budgeting. From breaking things down to keeping every dollar in check, let ClickUp simplify this journey for you. A place where every cost, every update, every insight stays connected. Where do you start? Download ClickUp's free budgeted project management template from the link in the description.